1960 Ford Zephyr Ute. So as you can see, obviously it's a pickup. These were built for the Australian market only, hence why they're right-hand drive. This one has been in a collection here in the Northeast for quite a while. Actually as an import, unregistered. It was registered about 18 months, 2 years ago. So it's now got a full UK logbook. The registration plates ready to go, obviously tax and MOT exempt as well. We'll start by having a look at the bodywork, then we'll get it started up and all that. So if we start on this front wing, see this corner of the chrome, it's all lovely and clean and tidy all the way around. Screw and everything in the head's all nice and clean as well. There's a bit of a seam down the bottom here, which again is lovely and clean. Got a little bit of polish there, but that's all good. And then the actual metal that sits behind the bumper is lovely as well. If you look down the side of the whole car, it's lovely and straight all the way down. See, these commercial things tend to be held to a slightly lower standard than a car, but this one really is excellent. This arch is lovely and solid all the way around, nice and clean, no sign of any corrosion. Obviously, it's been in Australia for at least 50 years. So it's not been subject to any sort of rainy winters or salt or anything like that, which is always good. This wing, all nice and clean along there. The chrome trim going down is good as well. The badge itself is a little tiny bit pitted, but for me that's kind of a bit of patina, a bit of character. This front driver's wheel, all nice and clean and tidy. The hubcap's great. Body coloured behind the hubcap, which is good. And a nice quality tyre on there. And the owners told me things like the sills and things have never been welded. Now when you look at them, you tend to believe that to be true because it's lovely and clean all the way along. You can see all of the points and everything are good. If we put the camera underneath, you can see it's just as clean underneath as it is up top. It's been really well cared for, this thing. Again, like I say, it doesn't tend to happen with commercial stuff, but really, really good. This driver's door, we've got a tiny little mark on the chrome just there. But around the lock and everything's good. The handles are nice and clean. And you've got a very small scratch just above the chrome trim on the below the lock there. Around the window and everything is good. All this chrome around the windscreen is good as well. All around the window is nice as well. Leading edges of the doors and everything are good. Got a very small chip just here. That's about it. Tiny mark in the paint just here. See below this sort of quarter light. Around here is all nice. This gutter is lovely and clean. You do have a very small run in the paint just there. It's obviously been painted at some point because the paint is really good quality, but tiny little run there that just wants polished out. Slightly awkward place to get to, but you could get it. Roof itself, nice and straight. No ripples or dents or anything in that. And this pillar, all good. Going down this driver's side of the car, or pickup even, you've got a very small scratch just here. But other than that, lovely and clean all the way down. Onto the Zephyr badge here, which again, a little bit of pitting, just like the front badge, but nothing major. There's another good wheel and tyre here, and then this arch. Got the camera right in there, you can see. Lovely and clean all the way around. This seam where your tail light sort of assembly goes in is all good all the way around. That looks like a point where it would start to rust, but it's all good. Same with this seam coming down the bottom of the quarter where it meets the rear, and here, all good. Tailgate itself is all nice and clean. Now you've got a locker behind here. We've got the key for this with a spare wheel in, and that's all good there. And this piece here, which again looks like it would sort of trap some moisture, that's all nice and solid. We'll have another look underneath from here. Again, you can see the fuel tank looks fantastic. Exhaust all nice and clean. The leaf pack on the back is good. Look in there, really, really good. It's obviously never seen any moisture since it's been out on the road in the UK. Seam on this side again, nice. Got these sort of rubber little bumper corners, if you like. They are a little bit dry, but I imagine they're probably the original ones. Don't particularly spoil the car. These lower quarters, again, I love these. No stone chips or anything on it really at all. Looking down this side again, nice and straight. This arch, lovely and solid all around. Another good wheel and tyre. This whole rear passenger quarter, there's nothing really to note there at all. You've got a very small scratch just here. Really tiny. You've got to kind of move the camera around to see it, but it is worth pointing out. And again, the sills and everything on this side, really nice and tidy. Have another look at the roof from this side as well. It's all good. Passenger door, it's not really anything to point out there at all. Chrome works good. And then this front passenger wing, same thing, couple of little bits of pitting on the badge. The arch itself, lovely all the way around. In here is really good. Another good wheel and tyre. And the bonnet is massive and flat, so you'd think it would get a couple of ripples and dents in it, but it's lovely and straight all the way along. Tops of both wings are good. Do you have a small mark where the light meets the wing there? You can just sort of see it. Easy enough to touch that in. And again, these seams on both sides are nice. Chrome bumper on the front looks to be almost brand new. It's really good. And the grille itself is nice. Original badge, which has a couple of marks and things on it, as you'd expect. And then this lower valance, all nice and tidy along there. Have a look on the inside. So grey on the outside, red on the inside. Really good colour combo, I think. Nice red door card. Painted tops of the doors are all good. They're not marked or scratched or anything like that. Pull the bonnet while we're here. So you've got this large parcel shelf here, which again is lovely and tidy. The seats, nice and soft, lovely and comfy actually as well. Red with this sort of white piping on it. No sign of any wear at all on that. Headlining is fantastic. All the windows are nice and clear. Like a vinyl, grey vinyl dash top, which again is lovely and clean. It's not dry or cracked or anything like that. And this trim line going all the way along is all good. Same with the lower stainless trim and the heated controls and everything. It's all nice. It shows 20,000 miles. If you check the description and wheel detail, what we know in the way of history, where it's been, what mileage it's done, that sort of stuff. Steering wheel around the rim and everything's good. The badge is the same as the front really. It's got a bit of wear on it, but nothing too heartbreaking. Now if you look on the pictures, we've took some pictures with the tonneau cover fitted. So it has this nice brace that goes across here to keep it taut, and then it's just on your sort of standard clips. Fits lovely and tight. We'll have a look at the pictures there, but obviously more importantly we want to have a look in the bed. So you've got your chains, which you've got these leather covers on them, which is nice. Backside of here is all good. Obviously it's textured for durability. Same with the rest of the bed. As you can see, lovely and clean in here. All the way around, all the seams and things are good. Screws are proper stainless screws and things. No one sort of made a mess with that. Arches and stuff are good as well. And then under this sort of shelf, if you like, that's all lovely and clean in there, as you can see. And then this wood, you've got these 4 pieces of wood, all nice in there. So should you want to use it, you can. But more importantly, it's nice and clean for when you want to take it to the shows. You have to excuse the dodgy camera work and we'll get this bonnet up. There we go. So it's a 2.5 litre, 6-cylinder, lovely sound engine, loads of power as well actually for what it is, and a 3-speed manual on the column. If I have a look at these inner wings and things, these are all nice and clean and tidy. There has been some paint cleaned off the chassis number there, just so we could, also the owner could get it through the UK registration nice and easily. Obviously these numbers all need to be visible, and they tend to get sort of painted over or cleaned over time, so that's all nice and visible there. Obviously matches with the one on the logbook and the HPI report and everything. But in here, the inner wings, bulkhead, all lovely and clean and tidy. It was actually driven to us from about 35-40 miles away. Drove no problem at all, nice and happy all the way. It's always started when we've come to start it. Got a little bit of choke on there. There you go, first turn the key. Straight up, no smoke. We'll give it a little bit of a rev. Makes a really good sound, this thing. Obviously we've not got anything in the way of oil gauges or anything like that, but nice and happy. Quite happy just ticking over there. Like I say, it was driven here. So there you have it. 1960 Ford Zephyr Ute. I would say find another one because there's not many about. I think there's about 3 or 4 in the UK that we know of. There hasn't been one for sale for a long time. If you have any questions, please get in touch. If you want some more photos or a video or anything like that, please let us know. We are open every day apart from Sundays for viewings. If you can't get to us for any reason, give us a shout. We're happy to do viewings via video call or answer any questions you might have. We're just happy to help. So anything you need, get in touch. Thanks.